The Lost Key: A Story for Learning English. Part 1, Introduction. On a bright Saturday morning, Sarah woke up excited to begin her day. She had a long list of things to do. She needed to go to the market, meet her friends for lunch, and clean her house. But before she could begin, she faced a small problem. She couldn't find her house key. "Where did I put my key?" Sarah asked herself, looking around the house. Sarah was a very organized person, so this was unusual for her. She looked on the kitchen table, checked her bag, and even looked under the sofa cushions. The key was nowhere to be found. Part 2, Searching for the Key. After a few minutes of searching inside the house, Sarah decided to go outside. Maybe the key had fallen in the yard while she was outside the day before. As she stepped out the door, she noticed her neighbor, Mr. Miller, watering his plants. "Good morning, Sarah," Mr. Miller called out with a friendly smile. "What's wrong? You look worried." "Good morning, Mr. Miller," Sarah replied. "I lost my house key, and I'm not sure where it is." Mr. Miller stopped watering the plants and thought for a moment. "Well, I didn't see your key, but I did notice something shiny near your mailbox earlier." "Maybe that's your key," he suggested. Sarah's heart lifted with hope. "Thanks, Mr. Miller," she said as she rushed to the mailbox. Part 3, The Mailbox. When Sarah reached the mailbox and opened it, she found only a letter inside. Disappointed, she turned back to thank Mr. Miller, but just as she was about to speak, she saw her friend Anna walking down the street. "Hi, Sarah. What's going on?" Anna asked, noticing the frustrated look on Sarah's face. "Hi, Anna," Sarah replied with a sigh. "I can't find my house key, and I've looked everywhere." "Oh no. That's not good," Anna said. "Did you check your car? Sometimes keys fall between the seats." Sarah thought about it for a moment. She hadn't checked her car yet. "I forgot about that. Thanks, Anna." Part 4, The Car. Sarah ran to her car and opened the door. She checked the seat cushions and looked between the seats. Suddenly, her eyes widened. There it was. Her key was hidden between the seats, shining in the sunlight. "I found it," she said with a big smile. "Thank you, Anna. You were right." Anna smiled back. "I'm happy you found your key." Part 5, Returning Home. With her key in hand, Sarah returned to her house. She opened the door and walked inside, feeling happy and relieved. Even though she had spent a little time searching, everything worked out in the end. "Now, I can finally start my day," Sarah thought as she locked the door behind her. Conclusion: Sarah's small adventure showed us that sometimes, a little help from friends can solve a big problem. It also reminded us that it's okay to ask for help when we need it. We may not always find what we're looking for right away, but with patience and a positive attitude, things usually work out in the end. Vocabulary and phrases for learners: key, an object used to open a door or lock. Mailbox, a box where mail is delivered. Neighbor, a person who lives near you. Disappointed, feeling sad because something did not happen as expected. Car, a vehicle used for transportation. To check, to look for something to see if it is in a certain place. Common phrases: where is my key? A question you can ask when looking for something important. Thank you for your help. A polite way to show gratitude when someone helps you. I'm glad you found it. A friendly way to show you are happy someone found what they were looking for. How this story helps learners. Vocabulary building. This story introduces common, everyday words that learners can use to talk about daily life activities, like looking for something, asking for help, and finding solutions to problems. Simple sentences. The story uses simple sentence structures that help learners practice basic grammar. Interactive learning. In a video version of this story, you could pause at key points to ask viewers questions like, "What do you think Sarah should do next?" Or "Have you ever lost something important?" How did you find it? This encourages active participation and reinforces learning. Pronunciation practice. Learners can repeat phrases from the story to practice pronunciation and rhythm in English, helping them improve their speaking skills. This story provides an excellent opportunity for learners of English to practice real-life vocabulary and sentence structures, while also engaging with an enjoyable narrative.